I hope you're doing well. Welcome back to Phoenix Red Ace Attorney. We're still on the Edgeworth trial. I'm still surprised that Edgeworth is one on trial. I never would have thought we'd seen the day. Speaking of Edgeworth being on trial, that means there's no prosecution, which I think today is the actual day of the trial, so we're probably going to end up meeting that prosecution. I'm infinitely curious about who that is. I have no ideas. Watch it be Larry somehow. December 26th, 1944. Bit off on that one. December 26th, 9:44 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby Number 2. Karma? That's right. Manfred von Karma. He's the best prosecutor there is. He hasn't lost a case in his 40-year career. Ah, shit. He's a god of prosecution, right? A god! Not a single case? Okay, there's definitely something shady with that. He'll do anything to get a guilty verdict. Anything. Sounds familiar. Sounds like someone else I know, Edgeworth. Thanks, Phoenix. Thank you. I'm glad we're on the same page here. You don't understand. He'll really do anything. Manfred von Karma is a man to be feared. That's quite a claim coming from someone who forged his evidence. I knew I didn't make that up. Because that was kind of just glossed over, and I thought I just made that up in my head. But, you know, this dude, it is an open secret that he forged his evidence. Why is he still a prosecutor? He taught me what it really means to prosecute. And to cheat. But that's unrelated. Just picture a prosecutor as vicious as me, multiplied by a factor of 10. So, was he a teacher then, Mr. Edgeworth? Also, I can't count to 10. Something like that. And now he's trying to get you found guilty? What a creep. Oh, wait. Maybe he's planning on losing on purpose to help you out. Not a chance. He hasn't lost once in 40 years. 40 years! He's as ruthless as me, times 20. I thought it was 10. That's pretty ruthless. Also, I also can't count to 20. Like I said, he's a god among prosecutors. Guess that's something like Mia was to me. Speaking of Mia... Maya? Uh-huh. We could really be using Maya's help. Sorry, we could really be using Mia's help, specifically not your help, right now. Don't you think? Oh. I can't. Sorry, I tried. I really tried, but I couldn't reach. You couldn't reach? I was too short to reach my summoning supplies on the top shelf. I think it's because I haven't been training. My powers are weak again. Oh man, what bad timing. We could have actually had someone useful on our team. I'm sorry. I don't know what venom I have for Maya tonight. I'm really sorry. I'll try my best. I hope so. Otherwise, we're screwed and it'll be all your fault. What are you whispering about? Oh, it's nothing. Well, it's time. Let's head in. Alright, let's meet him. I'm so curious. December 26th, 10 a.m., District Court, Courtroom Number 3. I'm so curious. Huh. Not at all what I thought. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Miles Edgeworth. The defense is ready, Your Honor. He does not look friendly. Mr. Von Karma, is the prosecution ready? Fool. You seriously think that I would stand here where we're not completely prepared? Right, my apologies. He's even got the judge scared. Very well, your opening statement, please. Decisive evidence. A decisive witness. What else could possibly be required? Nothing, of course. That should be fine. Prosecution may call its first witness. What's with this guy? Is he royalty or something? How am I supposed to fight against this? I called the detective in charge of this case, Detective Dick Gumshoe. Okay, Gumshoe's first. Let's see how this goes. Describe the incident now. I have no idea how to do his voice. I want to go deeper, but I don't think I can. Yes, sir. Detective Gumshoe looks nervous. No shit. Please take a look at the map. The murder happened late Christmas Eve around midnight. There was one boat in the very middle of the lake. There were 2 men on the boat. Now, there happened to be a woman camping here on the edge of the lake. But suddenly, there was one man on the boat. At 12:10 a.m., she heard 2 pistol shots. Did she hear them? I thought she just picked them up with the camera. Maybe she heard them, then went to check her camera. I don't know. Then the boat started to move. Went towards the boat rental shop. Overhead map added to the court record. Testify to the courts about the arrest. Now! There we go, I'm slowly getting his voice down. Wait, Mr. Von Karma! Yes? Actually, I'm the one who's supposed to be handling these proceedings. Wrong. There is only one thing you need to do here. You will slam down your gavel and say they were guilty. That is your role. I don't like this guy. Even less than I liked Edgeworth before. Yes, of course. You're quite right. He's rigging the judge. No, he's not. Oh, this is already going terribly. We haven't even, like, cross-examined him yet. What did we do? Oh, I didn't read what that said. A man called in the station around 30 minutes after midnight. We headed to the scene of the crime as fast as we could. Sorry, I tried to press that immediately. That's where we found Mr. Edgeworth. Now, I didn't suspect him of anything at all. But the next morning, a body was found in the lake. So we had to arrest Mr. Edgeworth. I see. Very well. Begin your cross-examination, attorney, now. No, maybe I won't cross-examine, just to stick it to him. Actually, I kind of need to do that. Okay, the arrest of Edgeworth is what it was called. A man called in the station around 30 minutes after midnight. Didn't it happen at 12:10? Received a call from a man? That's not the point. Oh, yep. You said there was a woman camping there. She was the one who heard the 2 gunshots, right? Okay. Well, you know, I've heard of playing devil's advocate, but I'm pretty sure this prosecutor might actually be the devil. That's a woman and the man who called in the report of 2 different people, obviously. He's getting this voice from now on. Different people? There were 2 witnesses. Their testimonies were quite similar, however. Today I have summoned the woman who is camping. The woman who is camping, a lot of heart. What happened next, detective? How long was it between receiving the report and your arrival at the lake? Oh, well, I'd say it was about 3 minutes. That's pretty fast. Phoenix, you're an idiot. I'm out of her month is get there quick. His objection freaks me out. Detective, you shall refrain from casually revealing department secrets. Yes, sir. Sorry, sir. I look forward to your next year's salary review. Oh man, I'm sorry, Gumshoe. So much to look forward to these days. There's no time for dejected daydreaming. Continue. Yes, sir. That's where we found Mr. Edgeworth. It said that the boat was moved back. So wouldn't he have left? I don't know. I'm trying to see if I can get ahead of the curve, but it's not working. What was Mr. Edgeworth like when you saw him then? Well, from what I saw, he looked pretty relaxed. Not like a murderer at all, really. Detective, the court requires the facts, not your opinion.
How many years have you been on the force?
Wait. How did he just do that with his finger? Yeah, I'm pretty sure this man is the devil.
Facts only, detective. Hard, cold, objective facts. Yes, sir.
Man, he's got his share of objections. Didn't suspect of anything wrong. Okay. Explain yourself. Why didn't you think he was suspicious?
You should know. We have a deep, trusting relationship with the prosecutors. Detective, the court isn't interested in your musings. Deep, trusting, poppycock.
I've never heard the word poppycock in my life.
I've never heard so many flippant comments from an active detective on the force.
Detective Gumshoe doesn't look so good. Yeah, his salary's in the negatives at this point. He's paying them to work.
Continue now.
But the next morning, a body's found in the lake. Did you find any clues on the body?
A single bullet was recovered from the body. He was shot through the heart. And you're too He was shot through the heart, fatally. Judge, here's the bullet. It didn't strike bone, so its shape is well preserved.
Very well, the court accepts this bullet into evidence. Okay, pistol bullet found in the victim's body, fired from a .22 caliber pistol.
So we had to arrest Mr. Edgeworth.
Why is that? Phoenix are so dumb.
Well, we found the murder weapon in the boat.
The murder weapon?
A pistol.
Detective Gumshoe, that is a vital piece of information. Please revise your testimony.
Right, sorry, Your Honor.
The murder weapon found in the boat was decisive evidence. Okay, press again. What about the pistol made it decisive evidence? He has the same evil laugh as Edgeworth. There are fingerprints on the pistol found in the boat. They were clear prints from Mr. Edgeworth's right hand. But Mr. Edgeworth's left hand? I don't know. What? Order! Order! So Mr. Edgeworth's fingerprints were found on the murder weapon?
Yes, Your Honor. Judge, this is the weapon in question.
Accepted into evidence. Murder weapon, .22 caliber. Fired 3 times. There were 2 gunshots. Unless there was a secret third one we don't know about yet. No, we're pretty sure there were 2 because a lot of was set up and her microphone was trying to pick up loud meteor showers. So she would have had a third picture if there was one.
Members of the court, we now have the pistol used in the murder and the bullet found in the body. Detective?
I still don't quite know how he does that.
Yes, sir. Was the bullet found in the body fired from this pistol? Yes, the ballistic marks on the bullet match the pistol.
Hey, Nick, what does he mean, ballistic markings?
Shocking! To imagine someone who does not do something as basic as ballistic markings. I also don't know what ballistic markings are. Should I know what that is?
Nick, he's glaring at me.
Very well, I'll explain. Actually, Judge, you do it.
Me? I thought I just have to sit here and say guilty. I actually have to do my job. Ballistic markings are like the fingerprints of a gun. The bearer leaves distinctive marks on each bullet it fires. You can examine these ballistic fingerprints to see which gun fired the shot. It's quite accurate.
Indeed. This leads to one inevitable conclusion. The bullet found in the victim's heart was, without a doubt, fired from this pistol. This pistol, which, as you may recall, was covered with the defendant's own fingerprints. This is pretty decisive. I don't like that.
Order! Order! This is bad. This makes it look like Edgeworth did it.
Well, Judge.
I'd say it's almost decisive, yes. Honestly, I could declare a verdict at this point. However...
You wish to hear the witness speak, no doubt. Very well. I'm somewhat fatigued, and so I will take a brief break. I will call my witness after the recess.
Dude, it's been like 5 minutes. Can't be fatigued already.
Which will last 10 minutes. Judge!
Yes?
What are you doing?
A 10-minute recess now. This guy's kind of a douche. But wait, Just bang your flimsy gavel and get on with it, man. I like this voice for him. This court will take a 10-minute recess.
Who's running this court anyway? Is this even like a legally recognized court?
Am I sure I'm in the right place?
December 26th, 11:09 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby number 2.
Edgeworth, what's going on here?
Your fingerprints were on the murder weapon?
That foggy photo makes one thing clear.
The only one who could have shot that man was the person in the photo.
True. Was that you in the boat?
Yes, it was me.
What? But you must believe me, I didn't shoot him.
Then who did?
I don't know. You don't know? Weren't you right there?
I heard a gunshot from very close by.
Then the other man fell from the boat.
Can't say why, but I thought at the time that Gordy had shot him. I mean, I thought at the time that he had shot himself.
You mean it was suicide?
That's the only explanation I can come up with. I quite like my Gordy idea. Hopefully I'll get a chance to bring it up in court.
Huh. How am I going to convince anyone of that?
Say, Maya?
Huh, what? Any progress with Mia?
Oh, sorry.
Oh, sorry, it's no good.
Yeah, neither are you.
I know. I'm no good for anything, am I, Nick? I can't call my sister, might as well not be here, right?
Oh boy. Well, I wouldn't say useless, but you're useless.
Well, actually, don't know law, you don't have any trial experience or techniques.
Yeah, you're pretty much useless, but I can't say that.
It's okay, Nick, you don't have to say anything. Your face said it for you.
Now I feel bad, I just...
What?
Whoops. No, of course, I'm sorry.
It's okay, Nick. I don't know anything about trials or defense. Yeah. Tomorrow I'm a spirit medium, can't even contact spirits.
Yeah, you really are hopeless. I'm sorry, I'm done.
Everyone has their off days.
I mean, I've just been getting lucky lately.
But you never know when my luck is gonna run out.
Don't say that. I need all the luck I can get.
Really?
Whoa, right. Don't jinx this case any more than it already is. It's bad for my heart. Oh, sorry. Whoops.
Court is back in session.
Yeah, I'm not gonna redo it. Sorry, Maya. You're useless. I guess.
Mr. Von Karma, please call your witness.
Yes. Will Miss Lotta Hart take the stand? There she is, the frog lady. Lotta Hart, you're a research student at the university?
That I am.
Good. Begin by telling us what you saw the night of the incident. And don't add anything trivial or subjective. Understand?
Y'all need to learn some manners. Understand? Yeah, I understand. Very well, your testimony, please. I have so many voices and accents to switch through. This is a struggle. Witness's account. It was Christmas Eve, right after midnight, I reckon. I was in my car. Heard this bang come up from the lake. When I looked out the window, I saw two gents in a boat. Then there was another bang. There wasn't anything on the lake but that boat. Enough. Huh?
Judge, she happened to take a photo of the incident. This is that photo. Accepted as evidence.
Well, this is a surprise.
Sorry. I mixed her and the judge's voices.
This looks like the very moment of the murder. Order! I will remove people from this courtroom if I do not have order immediately.
As the witness testified, she looked at the lake when she heard the shot. There were no other boats on that lake. The man in the boat with the victim must have been the one who shot him. Yes, it was the defendant, Miles Edgeworth.
Order! 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 I would have order! I will never get tired of saying that. Order!
Well, Judge?
The evidence is decisive. I have little very doubt about this case. Very well, this court finds the defendant. What was I supposed to do? Thank you, Phoenix. Wait, Your Honor. I haven't cross-examined the witness yet. Oh, right. I forgot I was supposed to do that. A cross-examination? We have photographic proof. What question can there possibly be? This photo is worth 1,000 words, and they all read guilty.
You lose. Or, do you claim to have found a contradiction in testimony? Very well, if you have to, you may cross-examine the witness. You will only flounder and ask meaningless questions. You will fail to find anything. And then, I will have you held in contempt of court.
I don't think that's how that works.
I don't think you can hold me in contempt of court for cross-examining a witness.
Nick, contempt?
Contempt of court, you know?
I guess I understand. Well, what are you going to do? Do you really think there was a contradiction with the facts in your testimony?
Of course there was. I think I noticed one little thing.
Well, I'm so impressed, Nick. I didn't notice anything. Right, let's take him on.
Yeah, I got a bad feeling about this. I understand. I will cross-examine the witness.
Very well.
Sorry, that's the judge.
I pray for your sake, this isn't a waste of time. It was Christmas Eve, right after midnight, I reckon.
Do I press it? I'll press it.
Just after midnight, you say? In other words, it was no longer Christmas Eve, but Christmas Day.
Yeah, well, yes. Yeah, that's not really much to go off of. I know you want to find contradictions, but really...
Hope your next contradiction is a little more relevant to the trial. Wait, discontinued testimony. Okay, so I do get to keep going. I was in my car. Why were you camping there anyway? We know this. I'm a research student at my university. I was taking pictures using my research. What research? This all sounds suspicious. Didn't she say she was researching Gordy? Miss Hart, could you be more specific about your research? She's infecting me again.
Yeah, that's not the most relevant thing. What does this witness's motive in camping by the lake have to do with this case?
Maybe she shot him.
The answer is nothing. I object to this line of questioning. Objection sustained.
I don't think you get to do that. Wait now, I'm the one who says that.
Well then say it already.
Objection sustained.
Thanks for nothing, Your Honor.
Heard this bang come up from the lake.
So you weren't looking at the lake at that time?
Nope. I looked after I heard that noise.
She said that already. I asked you to find contradictions, not leisurely chat with the witness.
When I looked out the window, I saw two gents in the boat.
Could you clearly see the two men?
Just look at the picture. Close enough or clear enough for you?
No, it's blurry. Or not blurry, it's foggy.
Wait a second. I wasn't asking you about the photo. I was asking if you saw the two men. Yeah, well, of course.
Your Honor, when we first interrogated the witness, I believe she said there was enough fog to choke a bullfrog, or something like that. The witness has testified that she saw them. There's also a photo. You'd best look elsewhere for your precious contradictions.
He jumped in quick. He's hiding something. I'm going back. I need to...
I'm pressing that immediately. Your Honor, that statement contradicts this evidence.
Huh? It does? I don't see anything contradictory.
Judge? Respectfully, are you legally blind? Or actually blind? Really?
Objection overruled. Try to think before you make accusations, Mr. Wright.
Whoops, that didn't go so well. Another bang. Press that. Were you watching the very moment the shot rang out?
Well, yeah, sure.
Oh no, she was talking about the last one. Never mind. I was gonna say she said she wasn't, but she clearly would have been.
You're asking meaningless questions. Meaningless.
Contradictions, right? Not meaningless babble.
Von Karma, I think I hate you.
Me too, Nick. Me too.
He's trying to keep me from talking to the witness.
To what end? And everything on the lake but that boat. Are you sure about that?
Yeah, sure as a country gal can be.
And how sure is that? That sounds pretty sure. Press further. How come you're so sure?
Well, heck, I scanned the whole lake.
Almost sounds like she was more interested in the lake than the boat. Miss Hart, you... Mr. Wright, the witness has answered the question in full.
No need for further questions. Objection sustained.
Sustained even. Judge, you should really watch your words. You're stumbling all over them.
But you were the one that said it.
Judge?
That's what I'm...
Sustained.
Yes, of course.
Oh, great.
Enough! I think we've all heard all we need to hear, Mr. Wright. Seems we're unable to find a contradiction in the testimony worth noting.
But, Your Honor, you keep your promise.
Mr. Wright, I'm afraid that I'll have to penalize any further outbursts by holding you in contempt of court.
And if that happens, you'll have to leave the courtroom immediately. Understood? Uh-huh.
Nick, last testimony was fishy, Nick. Real fishy.
I know what you mean. I don't, apparently. But can't say anything. What can I do?
I believe we covered the evidence sufficiently to make a decision.
Then pass your judgment.
Very well. Mr. Miles Jedworth, please take the stand.
Who was that? Oh.
It was me. Oh, sorry. Hold it! I can't do it. Maya. Is something wrong? Do you need to use the facilities? Lot of heart. The testimony stinks. It's unclear whether you were actually look at the lake. It's highly doubtful that you actually saw Mr. Edgeworth. Tell us the truth. This is a matter of life or death. Lada? Did you really clearly see Mr. Edgeworth that night? Did you see him fire that pistol? You will stand down. The court does not acknowledge this defensive outburst. Answer me, Lada. What's the big idea anyway? Treat me like some kind of criminal. I saw him, I swear. I saw Edgeworth.
Enough. Judge, declare the defense in contempt of court.
Yes, of course. I'm sorry, but you were warned. God damn it, Maya. Guard, escort Mr. Wright out of this courtroom. Bailiff, whack his nuts. He's in contempt of court and must leave. I didn't do anything.
No. No. Maya, how dare you?
Wait. I was the one who made the outburst, Your Honor. Nick is innocent.
Don't care. Didn't ask.
What's the difference?
All that remains is for the guilty verdict to be declared. Isn't that right, Mr. Phoenix Wright?
Wrong.
What? Did you hear what Miss Hart just said? She said she clearly saw Mr. Edgeworth. That was not in the testimony. That changes her testimony, and I have a right to cross-examine her again.
Order! 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 Order!
Oh god, he's actually going for it.
Order!
Hold on.
Order!
There we go, that was a good one.
You're in contempt of court. It's too late for wild claims. Judge, sustain my objection. I'm sorry, Mr. Von Karma, but I cannot.
Yes! The judge has a spine!
What? Miss Loudahart has made new testimony. The defense does have a right to cross-examine her again.
But he's in contempt of court.
No, I am. If you're going to arrest someone, arrest me.
Yes, please arrest her. Get her out of here. You almost screwed this up for me. Also, you did just give me this chance, so we're even.
Farewell, Maya Fey. You will leave the courtroom immediately. Nick, I did what I could.
Okay, maybe you're not useless after all.
You have to do the rest. Good luck.
I care not for this melodrama. Listen well, Mr. Wright. I do not tolerate badgering of my witnesses. I'm running out of time. I'd better find a contradiction here or else.
Mr. Wright, begin your cross-examination.
That last statement. Saw it clear as day. The man in the boat was Mr. Edgeworth. No, the hell that you did. I'm dumb.
Don't expect you allowed to blindly ignore your promise, Mr. Wright. Maybe you claimed there was a contradiction with this testimony. Well, find it, if you can.
Okay, now let's do this the right way. Damn it. Let's do this the right way. You couldn't clearly have seen it. Got you. Got you, Miss Hart. Finally.
What? You got what? Look at this photo with a... The photo I took?
The very same. There's something I want you to see in this photo. It's quite clearly visible. That is nothing. The fog, Miss Hart.
So?
This picture was taken by
with professional high-quality film, correct? Yet even it could not capture the faces of the men on the boat. Yet you claim you saw Mr. Edgeworth. How? What?
You're cooked.
Mr. Wright has a point. That's why I told her not to say that in her testimony. Please. Is that so? I do believe that is a crime, Mr. Karma. Yet now she has said it, Mr. Von Karma. How could you possibly see Mr. Edgeworth? Explain yourself. Miss Hart? What? Could you see the defendant on that night? Of course, I said I could and I meant I could. Then please testify as to the circumstances of your sighting. I did it. I finally found a hole in Von Karma's carefully vague testimony. How Edgeworth was seen. You're right, it was a cold night and the fog was thick as grits. So once I was finished setting up my camera, I got back in the car. Still, I brought my binoculars with me. When I heard that noise out in the lake, I looked at my binoculars. See, no problem. You use binoculars? Very well. You may begin your cross-examination, Mr. Wright. This one better be good. Cold night mist was thick as grits. Okay, once finished setting up the camera, got back in the car. Or camera? Yeah, it's got an automatic. The issue we are concerned here is with Miss Hart seeing Mr. Edgeworth. Camera's nothing to do with this at all. Objection sustained. He's not letting her answer my questions. So, brought your binoculars. Yes, we know what binoculars are. Yeah, binoculars. Yesterday, you mentioned that you were out looking for shooting stars, correct? Well, yeah. Wouldn't you need a telescope, not binoculars, for that? I've got doubts about your camera, too. Was it really to take pictures of meteor showers? I don't think the purpose matters. The camera is irrelevant to this case. You can't say that for certain. Mr. Wright. Is the camera really relevant to this case? If you believe it is, you may continue with this line of questioning.
But know this. If you find nothing with this, there will be consequences.
Well, Mr. Wright, do you wish to press further about the camera? Press further. This is make it or break it time. The camera is of utmost importance, Your Honor. It is perhaps the key to this entire case. Therefore, I will continue my line of questioning. Well, maybe I went a little overboard there. Very well. It's hard. You will testify to the court about the camera. Yeah, I hear ya. Camera said it would take pictures of meteor shower. Heard that noise out in the lake. Look at my binoculars. Damn it. Miss Hart, what made you choose that lake to photograph meteors? You know the fog gets thick on that lake. It's not very suited to stargazing. Yeah, well, you see, I guess I wasn't thinking too straight.
Mr. Wright, I will not have you badgering my witness because of her challenged intellect. This witness dumb as shit, for real.
I guess that was a good time to present this, because it takes a picture when there's a loud noise. Oh, that was it. You were photographing shooting stars? That's a lie. Says who? I saw the camera you set up yesterday. It was pointed directly at the lake. You have to point a camera upwards to take photos of the stars, Miss Hart. Mr. Wright, what are you driving at? The witness was not like to photograph shooting stars, Your Honor. I don't think this is relevant, unless it is. Well then, what exactly think you was photographing? Monster Side of Gourd Lake. Yep, that one. I'm pretty sure she said this. Miss Hart, this is what you were trying to photograph. What's this? A newspaper article? Gourd? Ah, the sighting at Gourd Lake. Well, Miss Hart? I never heard no lake monster. You got proof or something? Let's see you prove that I was down the lake trying to photograph the Scordy. I'll say I have proof. I have it. Proof. Damn it! My camera! If that camera goes out one more time, I'm going to be in the next trial. Alright, well, let's see it. And no joking on this time, please. What is proof that the witness was trying to photograph Gordy, the lake monster? The camera. The proof, Miss Hart, is your own camera. Your camera was set to take photos in response to loud noises, correct? Thus, this photograph here, taken when a gun fired on the lake. And here, this article about Gordy. According to this article, Gordy made a loud noise when it emerged. Well, you were trying to photograph Gordy, weren't you? That's why you had to set your camera to respond to loud noises. Okay, but what does that have to do with the cake? I'm kind of lost. Order! Order! I see. I too thought it was a little strange. Yeah, sure you did. Well, Miss Hart? You were camping there to try to take a photo of Gordy, weren't you? Yeah. Not bad, are all you lawyers that smart? What, so smart, boy. I was I was down there trying to photograph Gordy. You got me. So what? Huh? That don't change what I saw, does it? Exactly. What you just used several precious minutes of your time to prove is nothing more than that the witness is an idiot who thinks monsters exist. Hey! But as she so succinctly said, so what? It changes nothing. Not true. You were hiding the whole thing about Gordy for some reason, I know it. But what could it have been? Whatever it is, I'm getting to the bottom of this. Miss Hart? Why did you hide the fact that you were searching for Gordy from the court? Please revise the testimony. Right, fine, I'll testify. It won't change nothing, though. Something will change. It has to. And I'm gonna spot it. At least one of us is gonna spot it. Actually, I'm not a research student at a university. I'm an investigative photographer. Imagine what a scoop it'd be if I got a picture of that monster. That's why I was camping out by the lake. That's all, it was hot. When I heard the bang, I looked straight out at that lake. There wasn't much else to look at, so I just watched that boat the whole time. Then I saw a flash near one of the man's hands, and I heard another gunshot. I was looking right at that boat the whole time. Crossed my heart and hoped to fry. Well, Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness. I will never get used to that. The witness's testimony is unchanged from before. Whether she is a research student or photographer has no bearing on this case. There is no need to waste more of our time with another pointless cross-examination. I claim the defense's right to cross-examine the witness, Your Honor. Von Karma's up to something. I know it. He doesn't want me to cross-examine her because... why? Was there a contradiction? Very well. You may cross-examine the begin the cross-examination. Seems so sure of yourself, you must have something in mind. That'd be a first. I kind of like him, actually. Haha, very funny. You understand that this is the last chance of cross-examination, Mr. Wright. If there's no problem with the testimony this time, we will let the witness leave. I will announce my verdict at that time, Mr. Wright. Understood? Yes, Your Honor. Well, this is new testimony. Not a research student. Investigative photographer. This is the thing that stands out to me the most, honestly. I'm not sure why. Saw a flash near one of the men's hands, heard another gunshot. Looked straight out at the lake. Exactly what sort of sound was it? Well, I never heard one before, so I can't say for sure, but it sounded like a gunshot. It was not the proper sound that I would have expected. There wasn't much else to look at? Yep. I don't know, she heard a bang and thought Gordy was out there. Kinda thought she'd waste any time looking at a boat. What do I do now? What are you giving me that look for? That's a good point. Why didn't I think of that? Definitely suspicious. Maybe it's time for some evidence. Witness, continue. Hold your hush puppies, Pops. I'm getting there. Wait. Hold your hush puppies, Pops. I'm getting there. Okay. I'm gonna try this. Oh, that's right. Miss Hart? Were you really looking at that boat? What's with you? Of course I was looking at it. It was the only thing out there. Any normal person would be looking at it. I agree, any normal person would. However, you are not a normal person. But you are far from normal. Oh, I love this game. Well, what? Y'all want to step over here and say that? You were camping here at the lake to take a picture of Gordy. Think about it. What would you do if you heard a loud noise? You'd be scanning the lake for any sign of Gordy, that's what. You wouldn't give the boat a second thought. Order! Continue, Mr. Wright. You testified that you're watching the boat through binoculars. However, you wouldn't need binoculars to watch that boat. You needed them to search for Gordy, and that's what you were doing. Well? Well, now that y'all mention it, I did sort of take my binoculars and kind of scan the lake a bit. I mean, Gordy might be out there and all. Miss Hart, are you saying that you were not watching the boat then? Sorry, y'all. I wasn't fibbing, really. I thought, I could be witness to a murder and all. That is the definition of a fib? Kinda got excited. I was sure I was watching that boat till now. A lot of heart, everybody. This is totally uncalled for. But hey. You got the photograph, you got proof. Still, we can't see who's shooting who in this. Right. That's why I took this photo and... Witness, that's enough. I've had a long day. Shut your pie hole. He sounds so scared that he says the funniest things. Shut my what? What was she gonna say? She took the photo and what? Wait a second. She even had a photograph to prove it. But you really can't tell from the photo who was shooting. That's why she said she's going to enlarge the photo. There's another version of the photo. She said, you'll drop the quality, mate, but should let us see who's who. She enlarged that photo. Why won't Von Karma let her show it? I've got a hunch. I bet that enlarged photo shows something bad for Von Karma. This is my chance. It was him out on the boat. Ha! If I'm wrong, though, it'd mean prison for Edgeworth, or worse. What should I do? Make her show the enlargement. Well, what else are we gonna do? Miss Hart, let's look at this photograph. Well, not just photograph, did you not? Sorry, I'm trying not to. Yeah, I did. Why is that enlargement? Why is it has that enlargement not been shown to the court? I think is what it said. Sorry, I pressed enter way too early. I've got a trigger happy finger because it does not exist. What are y'all talking about? You're the one who told me not to show it in court in the first place. You old fool. What's the meaning of this, Mr. Von Karma? Miss Hart? Show the photo to the court. Show us the enlargement.
Prosecution objects to the submission of this evidence.
Objection denied. Witness will show the enlargement to the court. Here it is.
Still cannot see who is firing in this. Could be the defendant, or maybe it's not.
Sorry, the judge all the way up here. I keep trying to do his other voice. Regardless, I'll accept this as evidence.
Happy now, Mr. Wright? Extremely. There has to be something. You asked for the enlargement, you got the enlargement. And little good it has done any of us. That's why I requested she not show it.
I suppose it means the cross-examination
is over, obviously.
Then I would like to close this cross-examination of Miss Ladderheart.
None too soon. That was a flagrant waste of my time.
Miss Von Karma, do you have anything to add?
I stated everything I needed to when this trial began. Decisive evidence, a decisive witness. What else could possibly be required?
Anything. Nothing, of course. Then I believe it's time for me to declare my verdict.
Wait, it's not supposed to go like this. There has to be a clue in this photo somewhere. This is bad, real bad. What do I do? Murder weapon, 22 caliber, fired 3 times. I'm still curious about the 3 times, because she only heard 2 gunshots. There's prints from Mr. Edgeworth's right hand. Mr. Edgeworth? Where'd that come from? Let's check the photo. Huh. If you look closely, you may notice that is not a right hand. That is a left hand. Actually, kind of hard to... This is... For you, this is my left, but this is my right. Let's try showing that. Your Honor, this evidence... I believe we have spent enough time talking about evidence. But there was just new evidence submitted. Surely we'd have a chance to talk about it.
Indeed. We've heard opinions on every piece of evidence but this enlargement. I see no point in retracing our steps.
This is bad, real bad. What should I do? I'll object. There's something decidedly strange within this enlargement. There we go. That's what I wanted.
What might that be? Mr. Wright? You know, show the court what you mean. What about this photo is strange.
Okay, here goes nothing. Oh, I actually get to point at it? That's cool. The hand! Here, Your Honor.
The shooter? I'm not sure I understand. What about the shooter is strange?
Well, look at the hand holding the pistol, Your Honor.
The hand?
The hand directly contradicts another piece of evidence. This man's left hand does what? Let me show you. I'll show you the evidence that left hand contradicts. The evidence is clear. Take that. The man in this photograph is holding that pistol in his left hand. However, the prints on the murder weapon were from Edgeworth's right hand. Ergo, the man shooting this pistol in the photograph is not Mr. Edgeworth. I really thought it was going to be that Edgeworth was left-handed.
Now everyone in the courtroom has quieted down. I would like to reconvene this court of law. Mr. Wright.
Yes, Your Honor.
You have given us definitive proof today. We now know that it was not Mr. Edgeworth who fired the pistol that night. However, this leaves us with a rather large problem. If Mr. Edgeworth didn't do it, then who shot a victim? That is not my problem.
That is not my problem. I just proved he didn't. Therefore, not guilty. Precisely. As we have seen, there were no other people on the lake that night. Who but the defendant could have shot the victim? It was Miss Hart, the victim himself, or Larry? I really want to say it's Larry, but
I'm definitely gonna just say it was him. Because that's the angle we thought of earlier. There's only one explanation remaining. The man who shot the victim was none other than the victim himself.
Order! Order! So you're saying that the victim committed suicide?
Yes, Your Honor. I can think of no other explanation.
Indeed, that does seem to be the only remaining option.
I'm so very, very sorry, Mr. Wright. But suicide is out of the question.
What?
An examination of the victim's food reveals the distance at which he was shot. The distance? The victim was clearly shot from further than a meter away.
Okay, so he went like this. I'm not sure why he would do this, but did something like that. A meter, that's 3 feet. Yeah, thank you, Phoenix.
There's no way it could have been suicide.
Order! Order! Mr. Von Karma, are you sure the accuracy of your data? Of course, I already would consider the possibility of suicide, you see.
Autopsy report updated the court record. Seeing autopsy report updated gives me bad flashbacks.
I see. Very well, allow me to state my opinion. Considering the situation, the shooter had to be the defendant, Mr. Edgeworth. However, the prints on the gun reveal that the shooter was not Mr. Edgeworth. This is a conundrum. Therefore, I would like to suspend proceedings for this trial for the day. This court orders the defense and the prosecution to further investigate this matter. Understood?
Yes, Your Honor.
That is all. Court is adjourned.
We did it. We lasted a single day in court against Von Karma. September 26th, 1:15 a.m. or p.m. rather. That'd be pretty late if it was a.m. District Court, defendant lobby number 2. Ooh, that was a close one. Hey, don't you have anything to say?
No, I've not. I've yet to be declared innocent, right?
Well, yeah, but what happened out there on the lake anyway? If he didn't commit suicide, then who? The shooter's out a meter away, too.
What?
Don't give me that look. I did not kill him. It is bullshit. Oh, hi, Nick. I was just kidding around. Not a good time. Look. I'm gonna go check on Maya.
Oh. Right.
What?
Tell her something for me.
What?
Tell her to watch what she says in court.
That's all. Was he gonna say thank you? He was, wasn't he? The Tin Man does have a heart. Would it kill you to say how you really feel with the thanks, Edgeworth? I requisitioned a transcript of Lotta's entire testimony. I thought it might give me some ammunition for the trial tomorrow. Of course she didn't see the shooter. So the only part of her testimony that stood was the bang she heard. So, what's up with the third gunshot? To be continued. We'll have to find that out some other time. That's gonna keep me up tonight. I need to know. Yes, please absolutely save my progress. I believe that this will lead into the final day of the trial, which is 3rd, if I remember right. It said that trials happen in 3 days, which is still a stupid rule. I can't wait to see where this goes. I still don't have any idea who the murderer could be. Unless it was either Lotta Hart or Von Karma, like, in the lake with a gun. And then they just kind of, like... First they, like, wash off in the lake and then threw it aboard. Which, I don't know if that makes sense. But, regardless, hope y'all enjoyed, and I'll see you next time. Have a good one, y'all.